Yo guys, based on pretty recent videos, you may have guessed I'm a big Bond fan. But which of these 6 actors who played him do I think is the best? You now find out. But I'm not necessarily saying my number 5 is worse than my number 3, because then they're good in their own way. And before we begin, let me know your ranking in the comments. I'm judging these actors on their overall acting skills, their believability in fighting and cold-blooded killing, how they use their charms, the Bond look, and their humor. So let's start with my number 6.
Good morning. My name's Bond. James Bond. Mr.
Coming in at last place is George Lazenby. I don't even think he's bad, but I couldn't say I find him great either. Although I think he's pretty good with the fighting, and he did star in a great Bond movie. However, his charms and humor are not very great.
Thank you, Mr.
The name's Bond. James Bond.
One look and you immediately buy this is James Bond. I think Pierce Brosnan is a great actor, but his fighting and cold-blooded killing is not the most believable. And his humor is not great, but not bad. But his charms are really believable.
Black Queen on the Red King, Miss.
Solitaire.
My name's Bond. James Bond.
I know who.
The Bond who is sadly no longer among us. I think he was great with the acting and the charms, and that he has a Bond look. However, he's not very believable with fighting and cold-blooded killing, but his humor is amazing.
All those feathers and he still can't fly. Send them to the funeral, will you?
Who are you?
Bond, James Bond.
Timothy Dalton is not very well known because he only did 2 movies, which is a real shame though, because he's actually a really great actor. He's the exact opposite of Roger Moore. He does a lot of his own stunts, but he's not very funny, but he's very believable with the fighting and the killing of people. I can see Roger Moore doing something like this.
Make a sound, and you're dead.
The name's Bond. James Bond.
I don't have much to say about Daniel Craig. Everyone knows him by now. He's great with the acting, the fighting, the killing, the humor and the charms. Really my only problem with him is that he just doesn't have a Bond look. That's pretty much everything. So he's a great Bond, my second favorite. This was probably no surprise for anyone who knows me. I think everyone would have guessed this was my number one. For me, Sean Connery will forever be the coolest Bond of all. He does everything the other Bonds did great, but better. And this is the guy everyone thinks of when you say James Bond. He doesn't just make the coolest introduction of all the Bonds, but the coolest introduction of all time.
I admire your courage, Miss...
Trench. Sylvia Trench. I admire your luck, Mr.
Bond. James Bond.
His charms are so believable you really buy the woman would fall for him. He can do the fighting and make it all believable. He can be the ruthless guy and the extremely funny guy.
One of my friends sits this one out. She's just dead.
He must have followed us.
I think you got the point.